In this episode, I will review the important concept of strategic thinking and its applicability in the business world. At work and also in our personal lives, we're often asked to think strategically in order to improve our decision making. But what exactly is strategic thinking? Is it just another management buzzword, or does it really have any merit? Before we try to understand strategic thinking, let's first review the concept of its counterpart, which is referred to as conventional thinking. Conventional thinkers like to draw between the lines established by others. In other words, they stay inside their boxes, and thus there is little in terms of creativity involved in thinking through conventional means. Within the context of our work in organizations, conventional thinking offers limited opportunities as improvements are mostly incremental. Based on the nature of the competitive environment that we have, we need something more creative and transformational in terms of how we think and create solutions. And that's where we get into the concept of strategic thinking. This type of thinking doesn't just solve immediate problems. It expands one's possibilities and has the potential for more breakthrough solutions. Due to its nature, it's more applicable for more complex and challenging problems. Strategic thinking is typically used as a corporate management tool for formulating long-term strategies. Its benefits in a corporate setting are obvious because of its applicability in solving complex business problems. Usually, it requires a joint effort from different experts from multiple domains. Strategic thinking can result in key insights that can then result in intelligent organizational decisions, which in turn can lead the organization into new and promising directions. But although it's traditionally associated with corporate planning, strategic thinking is equally useful for smaller organizations. Strategic thinking is equally useful for smaller organizations, or even in solving personal problems, especially in situations where more rigorous, creative thinking and targeted action are needed to solve the problem. Relying solely on conventional thinking and techniques will probably not yield optimal results in such cases. Therefore, strategic thinkers have a much larger, more creative, and forward-thinking framework. Due to its scope of being deep and broad, strategic thinking involves targeted research, large-scale thinking, and forces one to step out of the box to bring fresh perspectives. The business literature contains many ideas on this type of thinking, but for those of us who are unfamiliar with it, here's a simplified model that's relevant to all levels of organizational planning and problem solving. You can use these following 4 steps to think strategically and to find a solution to your strategic problems, and in the case of your organization, to find solutions to advance your business. Number 1, define the strategic problem or issue. The output of this step is a clear definition of the problem and any other constraints that stand in the way of your desired outcome. This involves writing the problem clearly and getting a consensus from everyone on the definition of the problem. Number 2, formulate your problem's ecosystem. So once you have defined the problem, the next step is to map out its ecosystem. The ecosystem is the world in which your problem lives and may include the organization's value chain or other parts of the organization such as sales, operations, information technology, and other departments. Or it could be even bigger in scope and may cover business partners, customers, competitors, and other entities. In case of program projects, the ecosystem may include stakeholders, users, external project customers, or internal departments. The output of this step is that you have defined the problem in much more detail by including a detailed map or model of the problem's ecosystem that includes other players in a problem domain. The third step in trying to find a strategic solution to your strategic problem is to think critically. This requires expanding our mental boundaries, acquiring new information, and then connecting the dots through special analytical skills that are used in a corporate setting that include SWOT analysis, benchmarking, surveys, etc. Once you go through this step, it will result in creative new insights and lessons along with a list of potential options and solutions. The fourth and final step in this 4-step process is about making decisions. This step results in final recommendations and ultimate decisions based on a careful examination of the practicality and benefits of the options yielded in step 3 above. Finally, in summary, we can say that strategic thinking undoubtedly requires additional skill, time, and effort, but the investment is definitely worthwhile. While conventional thinking may be useful for ordinary situations, strategic thinking is more effective for tackling more complex and challenging problems and accelerating company growth. Because of its far-sighted, creative nature, it also has the capability to generate excitement and in creating groundbreaking channels. Lastly, let's remind ourselves of a useful quote from Albert Einstein, who said that the world as we have created it is a process of our thinking. It cannot be changed without changing our thinking. For more